You actually moved and relocated to Miami at 14, Doctor. So did you have to deal with the culture shock situation or anything like that, or was it just like, hey, I'm still young, so I'm just able to adapt quicker, or was it different?
Nah, it was completely different, and it was like you move from like this area to like Miami where I was living at. Is like also like it was like the end of where, like I was down south Miami, and it was like the end of that location. Okay. So it was all like properties on the come up and stuff like that, but it was like lower income and type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom just wanted to get out of there. Yeah. So she was like, fuck it, we're gonna move down to Miami. And then I had been back and forth because my mom is from Miami, but my father was from Brooklyn. Okay. So, but they met down here and, you know what I'm saying, they moved up there. But I had been down back and forth to see family, but I didn't know what the shit was like, but it was a shock. Like, I remember wearing a pair of Jordans to school, people asking me if there was Payless shoes, because it was like, they was rocking Reebok Soldiers, and then the slang was completely different, you feel me? Like, I'm over here like, yo, what's up, son? Like, it was just like completely like different, you feel me? And then it took me time before Miami like really grew on me, and then all the changes and shit. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Like, one thing about Miami, you know, we had me being from Houston and, you know, my family being from Louisiana, we always been influenced and knew about Miami culture musically through Luke and Trick Daddy. You know, I was a baby when Luke was popping for sure. I was young as fuck. But Trick Daddy, you know, that's when I started being able to understand music a little bit. Trick Daddy and Trina, and seeing them come out of Miami, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that was the culture, you know. Right. And then the older we got, we were able to really see that Miami was like a lifestyle.
Hell yeah.
And then you start learning about the drug game and all that the older you get, where, okay, Miami is a party city.
Hell yeah.
So, growing up in Miami though,
right?
Like, what's the differences? So, what are some of the stereotypes of growing up in Miami? Would you say that people are confused on or don't really understand that like, okay, I go to Miami, I think it's gonna be this way, right? But it's not that way.
Because what you thinking, what they see on TV.
Exactly.
And that's a great question. Like, and you know, when I got to Miami too, then I started to become like an older adolescent. You know what I'm saying? So I started seeing shit. But it's like you said, when people see Miami on TV, they see South Beach, they see this, they see that. They don't understand, like, it's a whole nother part that right after that bridge, this bridge, like, shit goes to, like, regular people living in regular neighborhoods. And then on top of that, Miami's the most economically depressed city in the United States of America. Okay. And it's like, because, like, you feel me, all the economy depends on the travel, you know what I'm saying, and the tourism.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Vegas, like Vegas.
Yeah, you feel me? So all these people that are here, that are the top 1% in this area, that shit don't really trickle down to everybody else in the city. Okay. It's just people come in to spend their bag in the city, but there's no money really being generated in the city, if that makes any sense. Only when LeBron James was there. When LeBron James was there, that's when the economy had jumped up to a whole nother level for that time being. Because it created so many jobs and a whole bunch of shit, but mostly with the hospitality, people coming into hotels, people spending more money in the restaurants and shit like that.
Clothing stores, all that type of shit. So,
and it's like, it's crazy because once you go across the bridge from downtown to the beach, you in neighborhoods where, like, bro, you see crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's turned up.
It's turned up, and it's like from every different little neighborhood you go into, you know what I'm saying? It could be like it's like here too. You know how it is. Like, you see a nice little spot right here, and then you go down the block, it's a whole different. It's a whole different spot because the wealth gap is, you feel me, is off. Yeah. You know, and Miami was built off of cocaine. And I feel like everybody that comes from Miami, if they want to try to get it at some point and they didn't really start with shit, they gonna do a bunch of shit. You already know about the scammers. Yeah.
It's crazy because I really just got hip to that. That's like the scamming capital right now in Florida. Capital, like everybody, I thought New York was New York or Detroit. Bro, I guess they just show it more. Like, I guess they just show it more than Miami niggas, like, because I've ran across Miami scammers on Instagram for shit show. Like, the Miami scammers, like, I've ran across them on Instagram when they was kind of doing that Instagram scam shit a little bit. Yeah. Like, you know, we'll flip this cash for you, hit me to flip that. And that was like 2012.
And they just want you to send the money to them.
Yeah, like, so they can take it. I know better, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I would see that going on, but I know now, like, I've seen where, like, a lot of niggas say that Miami niggas or Florida niggas in general showed them how to scam. Right. And I hear, like, different people say, yeah, Miami, that's all them niggas doing. Ain't nobody got no jobs out there. Ain't nobody selling dope. They just scamming.
Like there's people selling dope, but it's like the game is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, because like the technology bumps up in the world, it's harder and harder for people to do shit. And the biggest problem is a lot of people be flexing.
Gotcha.
So they make themselves hot by making them like there's no real like money in doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you are gonna do some shit like that, I feel like the only way to make something out of it is to invest in yourself some other type of way and try to transition out of that. You can't be stuck in that trying to think that that's gonna last a lifetime, because that's fast money, but it also you could be good and one day you can't be good.
Facts. That's 100% fact. Now, I really noticed that. So do you feel like because I know a lot of the scammers, they flex, you know what I'm saying? I actually like to see that shit. Like myself, I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
I mean, I like to see the young niggas holding up the money that goes way up above their fucking ear and all that other crazy shit niggas be doing, carrying the money like it's a football.
Right.
Do you feel like the Miami, like a lot of scammers are low key with it, or they out there with it? Like,
nah, I feel like they're on the front page with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they going out of their way, and you know, like it's like dope dealers. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're at like a high level and shit, and they don't got other shit going on. Cause like when you on the grind, you know you got shit planned. It's just like when they finish making what they making, they go into the club to spend it on the strip club. And throw it up, and then like the same thing with the scammers. Like, what's the reward of taking this risk for your freedom if you're not gonna flex for it? Because that's what they're looking at. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm just a little more different with it. Like, I respect it, but I feel like if we can like inspire others to try to do shit, even though I know the right way is kind of fucked up because you get hit with the taxes, all that type of shit, it's gonna definitely be something that you can pass to your family though. Because it's not like you can pass a cocaine business to your family or a scamming business to your family, but you could pass an actual business that you started to your family so that your son don't have to get a job the day he's born, that he could work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with it, but I just feel like, damn, like, you know, it's crazy. Like, I wish when we went to school and certain shit, like they teach you more business shit that's more realistic.
Gotcha.
Because it's like when I was getting money, the first money I ever job I got was like at McDonald's, because I'm like, bro, I want the Jordans and nobody's gonna buy them from me. I want this, I can't get it. I was buying these FUBUs that my feet is hurting, and that was my motivation. But I wish it was a little bit different. Like where it was like, okay, let me set up a business, but nobody was putting me onto this game. And then when you have more people in the community, any facet, like teaching real business shit and real entrepreneurial shit, I feel like that's gonna set up people better for the future. Because if you go to jail, what you gonna have once you go to jail? They're gonna take all your shit away.
Right, 100% sure.